Hi, my name is Paul.
Hello, I'm Daisy.
Hi, I'm Carmen.
Hey,
Hi, I'm Naomi, and today we'll be talking about the wage scam. The wage scam that occurred in 7-Eleven.
So what is a corporate scandal? A corporate scandal encompasses a wide range of definitions. It could be defined as the moral outrage of more than one member of the firm. It could also be a failure to disclose financial information. And it could be any illegal activity that hurt the stakeholders of the firm. In Australia, there are over 600 7-Eleven stores in operation. 7-Eleven has conducted over 180 million customer transactions per year and serves an average of 6 customers per second. The approximate amount of profits generated by 7-Eleven is 3.6 billion. Despite the profits earned by 7-Eleven, it has been recently exposed that 7-Eleven has been engaging in the systematic underpayment of wages and the doctoring of payroll records, which has resulted in the recent wage scandal. This is a significant case because most employees who fell victim to the wage scams were students on visa. This means that it could have happened to any one of us. Furthermore, a total of 1.3 million people in Australia work on a visa. This shows the potential number of people at risk if this wage scam occurring in 7-Eleven is not resolved. Because other companies actually think that they can get away with such actions and follow what 7-Eleven has been doing. Based on the victim that had spoken up, 7-Eleven had only paid him $10 an hour. And after deductions of his travel expenses, he had only earned a mere $5 an hour. Corporate governance ensures that the activities and decisions made by the senior management of the firm is appropriate. In relevance to the wage scam that occurred in 7-Eleven, much emphasis should be placed on the crucial role shareholders play, as well as the directing and controlling of senior management. For example, codes of conduct in relation to other stakeholders should be observed. This is because it will mean that the company will meet its legal rights of its employees. If this were to occur in 7-Eleven, the wage scam would not exist.
Similar to corporate governance, 7-Eleven should place more interest on the corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is a corporation responsibility to bring the positive impact to the stakeholders, which including the shareholders, employees, and investors. In 7-Eleven, they are being very unethical. This is because they expect the employees to work very long hours and pay a very low salary, which is even lower than the minimum wage. The very important responsibility of a company towards their employees is to ensure that their employees are very happy and satisfied with their job. In this case, the employees of the 7-Eleven should be paid a higher wage rate, and this is the very important responsibility for 7-Eleven. Who is responsible? The head office is responsible. This is because the profit share is 57% to the head office and 43% to the franchisee, which is indirectly forcing the franchisee to underpay the salary to stay in the market.
Hello, as a lawyer, what is your comment for 7-Eleven's corporate scandal?
I think this is a very unethical behavior because they breach the labor law, which the minimum wage is 17 and 29 cents, but they only pay $10 per hour.
On recent news, I heard about that you made a case to this 7-Eleven's head office. Could you tell me more about this one?
Yeah, I have set up a website allowing people to sign up and join the activity, which is the class action against 7-Eleven. Requested the government offers an amnesty to international students to give evidence of wage abuse without the fears of being deported.
Can I ask you some questions about the scandal of 7-Eleven?
Sure.
First of one is who will be responsibility to this issue of 7-Eleven?
I think that
Both head franchises and franchisees must take the responsibility for this issue. Like we know, like we got the relationship between the head franchises and franchisees. The franchisees who will be the like they will be the one that pay the function to operate its stores, to pay the labor cost, to meet the interest repayment to the franchises, and also they have to pay all the necessary fee to the head franchises. Although the head franchises will establish the brand and protect their reputation, but this is the franchisees having the incentive to take the free ride on the established brand and will take like any action to reduce their cost. So one of the illegal behavior that they do to reduce the cost is underpaying their employees' salary.
Auditor, do you think that 7-Eleven breaks any accounting principles?
Okay, we can think of the organizational legitimacies, which comes from the relationship between organizations and society. So this theory argues that the organization can only continue to exist um, if the society in which they operate recognize that they are operating within the value system. Accordingly, the employees of the 7-Eleven they have the expectations relating to the benefits that 7-Eleven provides. So I can say that after the scandal, 7-Elevens will lose like a significant amount of employees, and then this will create a situation when the customer will recognize like potential reduction in service quality. Moreover, 7-Elevens is also an example of unethical behavior. In theory, the good governance is when it is doing the right thing in a term of like honesty, impartiality, integrity, under assumption of the law and the due process. So clearly, in this case, 7-Eleven lacks of internal control over these underpayment issues, which reflects their corporate irresponsibility.
Hello, manager. What do you think is the drawback from this corporate scandal to 7-Eleven?
I think this brings a negative impact to all the franchisees and also the head office. I think the market share will definitely drop and also the reputation will be damaged. As a result, customers would not want to patronize 7-Eleven anymore.
Yes, this is a really sad case.
Yeah.
Could you tell me more about how the reputation can be affected?
I think customers would think that they were shopping in a shopping mall where the employees are being exploited by the employers and treated as a second-class citizens. Thank you.
As we all know, the 7-Eleven worker exploration scandal has happened more than 1 year, and we can still get the update from it. I think all the similar things happened over and over again is because we didn't learn experience from it. And I recommend to avoid things like this will happen again, we should sum up the experience from it. What can we learn from the scandal? First, I think as the employer, the company should focus on more than benefits. They should enhance their social responsibility. On the second hand, they should also strengthen their internal control process to avoid things like this will happen again. As the employee, I think people should actually exactly know what their rights, because it's only in this premise they can protect their interests. As the government, I recommend government should strengthen the supervisions. At the end, in media, I think the media should not only report these kind of things. We should take a continual attention to it, and we should tell the public what actually happened and why it happened. Thanks for watching our videos. Bye.